Peace, love, and light, everyone. My morning juice concoction. I haven't quite started my Sunday routine today, but I'm gonna make this very quick. Happy Sunday, great rising, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. Trazana Staples here, and I want to quickly tell you about consistency versus routines. And I think routines should be consistent. For my stroke recovery, if you've had a stroke, first of all, you're never going to be at a point, I don't think you're where you can go back to your past life. This is a new life. And the thing about getting better is a consistent routine. I, for one, was never a person that wanted to keep any routine. I think the only routine I really had was to get up and go to work. Because I was an executive director, and even before that, working in colleges, I had to have some sort of income. So, and going to work, that was one of the biggest routines that I had. Something that I did daily at a certain time on a schedule until I was self-sufficient. And even with that being self-employed, I had a routine. I had clients to service. So I had a routine. So there's no aspect in life that you will not have a routine. And routines um are very important for stroke recovery. At least for me, my I have to be consistent in my routine. It helps me to remember. So earlier on, my memory was really bad, and it gets better every day. But there were some people that would use the fact that um my memory, I wouldn't remember certain things that they had said or whatever. And that's not true. So I started recording myself to help me to remember. And that just helped my brain get more consistent in my memory. I still um, um, keep my phone, keep notes. When I go to the grocery store, I keep a list so I don't go crazy and forget what I needed to get, because my short term is not as strong as my long term memory. But it's very important to be consistent from the time you wake up to the time you lay down. You have to be consistent, um, so that you can remember. Um, One of my goals from earlier on in my stroke recovery, I wanted to be independent. In order to regain my independence, I had to make sure that I could take care of myself. And one of those things were the consistencies in a routine. Getting up in the morning, doing my meditation, doing my exercises, my yoga, cooking for myself, not leaving out of the kitchen when the stove was on. Um, those are these routines that we have to um, remember to do. And it is one of those things with stroke recovery, depending on where your brain injury happened in your brain, it may have affected your memory. It may have affected your speech. It may have affected your movement, such as mine did. Everything I just mentioned, I was affected. So I had to um, create a routine for myself so that I could be regain independence, to be self-sufficient. Um, Earlier on in my stroke recovery, when I first got home from the hospital, my friend Dr. Jeff Menzie sent me a big box of memory games, hands-on games, um, to help me remember, to get my brain stronger, and they definitely did help. I use them, play with them every day. And then about a year and a half ago, um, or maybe 2 years ago, he sent me a prescription for a subscription. I'm sorry, not prescription, subscription to Luminosity. So even with that, using Luminosity, I have a routine when I turn it on. So I have a schedule: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So before the COVID, I had a routine because I was going out of the house doing my therapies, acupuncture, chiropractic, um, aquatic therapy. But since the COVID, I have not done as much of that. I had to create something at home to do. But it's very important that I have a routine to keep on schedule, and it also helps me remember, because there are some people that will play games with your memory, especially if they know you had a stroke. And we can improve our functions every day. I just read a article that says there's no specific time frame for stroke recovery. You're always going to recover. You're always have to do things to help your brain, help your body do the things that it needs to do. So I hope that makes sense. So um, read, listen to music, get a schedule. I mean, this is a technology world. Use your phone. Write it down. Um, just even certain conversations, take notes so you can remember. But create a consistent routine. That's the message for today. So have an awesome week. Special prayers and healing to anyone throughout the world who is um, going through some tragic chaos, especially to people in Texas, but all over the world. My name is Trazana. My name is Trazana Staples. I had a stroke. I am a stroke survivor. I am a phoenix rising. And don't forget your book, Behind My Storm. It's on Amazon. See you next week. Have a phenomenal week. Peace, love, and light.